Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another episode of Paranormasight. In the last episode, we found out that Mayu Chozawa, the fiance of Hajime Yoshimi, who's been missing this whole time, was kidnapped by Hihaku Soaps and is being kept in this dank warehouse somewhere. And we have to try to figure out how to get her out of there. We've already used a little bit of our information that we've learned in other routes to help her out, so I'm hoping that we can find what we need in these routes to help her with information. She needs a telephone number for the fax machine she found, and she needs a way to make her oil pen work again. So first, let's start by going back to the detectives. At the Shirishi home, Tatsumi and Ario learn the truth about many things, including the death of Kankachiro Y. They hurry to the high school after learning that Michio Shirishi knew the whereabouts of Nejima's hideout. Yeah, a lot happened 2 episodes ago also. Komagata High School. Boss, I just talked to Sumida police. Oh, what now? They found an abandoned van in the Chiba Mountains that looked like it'd been in an accident. They couldn't lift any fingerprints from it, but they found blood spatters on the front. And guess what? The blood's a perfect match for Michio's. Ho ho. So it must be the van that hit Michio. You got it. And all thanks to Yoshimi that we're able to find that out. The license plate had been removed though, and they even scraped off the vehicle identification number. It'll take a while to identify the owner. Now they're trying to figure out if the van was sighted anywhere between the scene of the crime and where it was dumped. Got it. Thanks for the report. Did I miss you before? Mockingbird 15. I know Fury pointed out that I had missed something, I just don't know if it was that one or not. It's nice that we got permission to use the school as our base of operations. Principal and the head teacher were a little reluctant at first, but they're convinced that it'd help the investigation. Dealing with all this must have been a real headache for those guys. I should thank him again later. He still doesn't look tired after all this running around. I wish I still had all that stamina. Man, I feel ya! If nothing else, I guess, let's think. Guess we still can't rule out the possibility that Michio did commit suicide. She was so young, and all the adults in her life did was push her around. By the way, boss, you've confirmed that Michio died in a vehicular collision. But are we sure it was really an accident? Good question, I was wondering the same thing. Damage done by the collision indicates the driver was traveling at a considerable speed, and there was no brake marks to be found. Exactly, which suggests they may have been intentionally targeting Michio. Then, what was the motive, you think? Who would have reason to kill Michio? The first person that comes to mind is Kankachiro Y. After all, she knew about his crimes. But then, Iwai was supposedly able to control Michio by intimidation alone. It's also the teacher that was taking advantage of Michio, Kohei Jonuchi. But to say he killed her to stop people from finding out that he was blackmailing her doesn't seem likely somehow. You're right. Though both of them has fallen prey to her curse. That's true. In that case, it's quite possible she'll also decide to exact revenge on the person who ran her over. I mean, we kind of saw that. Not just possible, she may have already done it last night, just like with Iwai. Is there anything else that could have served as a motive? The talisman, maybe? The one Yoshimi was looking for? Oh, do you think someone wanted to take it from her? Well, the talisman wasn't found in her remains, nor in her house. But doesn't the hit and run seem like too drastic a measure to go for a little talisman? Then in the end, it might have just been an unfortunate accident after all. Yeah, it looks that way. Either way, what we need now is a testimony from Michio herself. With a bit of luck, we may be able to ask her what happened during the crash ourselves. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that particular development. Still my doubts that'll be so easy. Either way, we won't be able to do this unless Mio and Yako turn up. I'd rather have them come sooner rather than later, but... I'm sorry, I'd rather have them come sooner rather than later, but I guess we just have to wait. Shall we head inside now? Alright then. Guess I can't rule a possibility Michio did commit suicide. She was so young and all the adults in her life did was push her around. Hey, Ario, I wanted to ask you something. Hey, boss. Jeez, you're an eager beaver. I haven't even said what it was yet. Right, well, what is it? I can't remember what you had for dinner last night? Looks like that agent over there is having some trouble with his pen. So you got a spare, go lend it to him. For the record, I had Katsu done last night. No need to worry about me going senile just yet. I know I look like a genius, but I didn't think I came across as the type to carry spare pens on my person. You? A genius? You're dreaming. But if his pen just stopped working, he can get it going again with a bit of nail polish remover. Oh. Nail polish remover? Yeah, you know, what you use to remove nail polish. Never used it before? Do I look like I would've? Don't make me sound crazy for not having used this stuff. I doubt you have either. Oh no, I've used it alright. Do you know how, did you know that it can remove oil-based ink stains? Which is also why it can be used to fix old dried up pen nibs. Whatever's in there that removes the ink also doubles as a way to unclog pens. Good to know. Still wouldn't call you a genius, but it's something. Gotta make sure the remover doesn't mix with the ink though, or it'll ruin it. Doesn't that defeat the purpose? Not to worry. I don't have nail polish remover on me right now anyway. Oh, no problem then. That doesn't fix anything! Long story short, I don't have a spare pen. Alright, I'll let him know. See, a very innocuous, dumb little conversation, but it's very important for us. Boss, I thought we were gonna wait for you in the school? Yeah. Alright, let's go wait inside the school. I'm sure they'll be here any moment. 3 hours later. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll see you again. I guess that's in the past, but... I guess let's do this. The record of Fate's Yin Scroll may contain a way to stop the curse. Yako and Mio head back to Komagata High School to share this information with Tsutsumi. I think I know where we can get the phone number for the fax machine, though. But I want to see how this pans out. Ain't that interesting, the record of Fate's Yin Scroll, huh? Well done, you two. That's some good info you got from that teacher. Thank you. Good job, boss. Operation Schoolgirl was a success. Ario, stop making these things sound weird. Anyway, let's hear what we found at Michio Shiraishi's house. Yes, please. Yes! A man named Iwai kidnapped sacrifices for black magic? Michio helped with the kidnapping? And Mr. Janucci used that to blackmail her? Man, based on the report and looking at the circumstances surrounding the deaths of Janucci and Iwai, if Michio Shiraishi did it, it would make sense. Furthermore, there are signs that Michio Shiraishi wanted someone to notice. Huh? Really? The ribbon that was left at the scene of Kohei's death is proof of that. Mio, I'm guessing you knew that already? Yes, ever since this morning. But there's one piece of information I need. But I think we're near her limit. Huh? Okay. About the record of Fate's Yin Scroll. So, if we get this record of Fate's Yin Scroll, we'll be able to spell the curse? Yes, the source of this curse is a tragic event called the Hanjo incident that dates back to the Edo period. An onmyoji named Seimon Tsuchimikado is said to have recorded a way to deal with the curse. So I think there may be a way to dispel the curse. Right, I'll leave how to approach this to you, Mio. I'll check with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau as well, but please make finding the record of Fate's Yin Scroll your top priority. Understood. But how do we go about looking for it? It's possible the descendants of Seimon have inherited it, but I don't think they're aware of its existence. It'd be nice if we had a clan crest or something to go off of. Maybe we'll have to ask Paranormal Affairs. Western Black Magic? That reminds me, Mia, was the Western Black Magic used by Iwai Nijima really just imitation? Huh? Why are you asking me? Oh, boss said you knew about this sort of thing. Do you not? Well, I mean, I have some knowledge, but... How strange, I don't think I've ever told anyone that. It's okay, Mio, no one's judging you. Right, it still feels a little weird. So, what's your opinion on it as someone familiar with Western Black Magic? If I could have a look at their grimoire, I could be sure, but... Based on their methods, I'd say they imitated black magic popular around 300 years ago. It was advertised as magic anyone could use, as employed as camouflage to evade witch hunters. It's notable because they purposefully required living sacrifices to make it difficult to disprove its authenticity. Wow, you know so much, I'm impressed. It totally matches the vibe you got going on. What do you mean by that? Don't worry, have some confidence. No confidence. Right, thanks, I guess. If that black magic is just imitation, then we probably don't have to worry about it. I'm just glad things aren't getting even more confusing than they already are. Oh right, about the mastermind, I had an idea. Huh? What is it? This is about the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps, isn't it? You mentioned her when you were telling us about that Hawaii person. Yep. Whether the goal is to restore youth or to resurrect someone, she's got her hands all over this. She has money too. It would also match Hideki Ariishi's account of a woman's voice. An evil business lady with supernatural powers, a classic setting. If only we could confirm those powers of hers are actually real. We'll need to keep an eye on her. I'll tell HQ to look into her. Now then, if we're nearing the limit, I'll stop beating around the bush. Time to tell it to you straight. Yako Sakazaki. What? Me? Yes? Take out your curse stone and give it to Mio. My curse stone? It's just been in my pocket all this time. Thanks. I'm going to borrow it for just a second. Well? Yes. There are soul dregs inside after all. What? How did this happen? I didn't do anything. I swear you have to believe me. It's okay. We know. Yako, calm down and listen to what I'm about to tell you. If you've been paying attention, this might not be entirely a shock. But... There's no mistake that Janucci and Iwai were killed by that curse stone. But the one who committed the act is... the ghosts of Michio Shiraishi that is inside you, Yako Sakazaki. What? Inside me? What? What do you mean? It's okay, Yako. Please calm down and listen. You've been possessed, Yako. By Michio's ghost. What? Probably happened when you were offering flowers at the site of the accident. Yeah, remember? She said that she passed out for a little bit. Filled with regret, her lingering ghost reacted to the presence of her old friend and entered you, Yako. No way? You mean Michio's ghost is inside me? I've explained this once before, but just because you've been possessed doesn't mean that you lose control of yourself. Normally, the mind will reject such attempts and do nothing more than affect one's mood or energy levels. But Michio had powerful spirit sense to begin with. And because she was your friend, your mind was open to accepting Michio's spirit. So for those reasons, your minds merged without any issue. It's going to be difficult to separate her from you at this point. Which also means it'll be difficult to guide her spirit to the afterlife. No way! We've merged? Me and Michio's minds are... But I don't feel different at all. I mean, I'm me, I think. That's because after she merged with you, Michio started to believe she was you as well. As a ghost possessing you, she's not fully conscious, only really a jumble of vague memories. Still, there are traces of her consciousness and memories as Michio Shiraishi. You've been acting a little different from usual. Also, I love this Mio sprite here. You would also sometimes react when coming into contact with things with a powerful influence. Really? That having been said, if we don't have proper understanding of the regrets Michiyo Shirishi had when she died and why, it would be difficult to separate her from you. That's why I didn't say anything. I'm sorry. If I carelessly provoked her ghost, it could have risked causing her to dig even deeper into your mind. Oh no. When we mentioned limits earlier, we meant that by letting things proceed like this, there's a possibility you'll join completely, making it impossible to separate her ghost from you. If that happens, you'll never be able to tell which of your thoughts belong to her and which belongs to you. What? That's so scary. You mean I won't be myself anymore? Aw, but if it's Michiyo, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Oh, I don't know. What should I do? But... If it was actually Michiyo who used the curse stone while I wasn't aware, wasn't it? Doesn't that mean her ghost has already taken over my body? Well, about that, I think it's probably the effect of the curse amplifying murderous impulses and the influence of the Feast of Shadows. While you were sleeping, the ghost's powers are boosted. And strengthened by the feast, Michiyo's consciousness surfaced and took control of your body. Then that means... I was the one who killed them. I cursed them both. Ah! Naku, no, you're being controlled. Right, Inspector? Yeah, that's right. It's likely she'd be recognized as not being responsible for the crimes due to the possession. It's not something you can control, no need to worry about that. No, you're wrong! I wanted to kill them too! This killing must have come out, it's not only Michiyo's fault. I mean, when I learned that Michiyo didn't commit suicide, I wish that all the cruel adults around me would just die. I had the curse stone with me and I wanted to get revenge for Michiyo if the chance came. That's how I felt. Yako. Because Michiyo wasn't able to escape her terrible situation. It was so hard. It would be unusual for someone to take their own life. And I had this curse stone. I made Michiyo get revenge all by herself. Michiyo tried so hard to keep on living in silence. I treated those feelings that they were worthless. I should have done it myself right away. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Michiyo. That's why I killed them. Yako. There you are. Oh, hi, Michiyo. What's up with you? You haven't been worried sick since you haven't been coming to school lately. Feels like it's been forever. I'm glad that you seem to be doing good. Yeah, sorry. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you why. I've always regretted it. Oh, come on. You're acting like we aren't buds. You tell me if anyone's making you sad and I'll take care of them. Thanks, Yako. Actually, I'm here because there's something I wanted to tell you. Really? What's the matter? You can tell me anything. Well, the truth is, I did something unforgivable to an innocent man. Saying that I was forced to and didn't have a choice doesn't undo it. I'm sorry. I feel so guilty. What? I've done so much I can't take back, all because I was weak. There's no escaping the hell that I've created for myself. I couldn't handle it anymore. I started thinking about killing him and dying myself. Neither of us deserves to live in this world. What? But something went wrong, and that's why I died with regrets. But thanks to you, I finished what I wanted to do. Thank you. And I'm sorry for dragging you into this. What? Wait, you don't need to apologize. It's only now that I realize, and I know how selfish it is. But I hope you remember the time we spent together as friends. and how we're able to get together at the end. Please, don't forget me. Think you could take me? Don't forget me. Huh? No, Michio, wait! Oh, I guess I passed out again. Huh? Huh? You're awake. Do you feel okay? I'm sorry I had to spring all that on you, Yako. What? Is this... Are we in the classroom? Huh? Was I dreaming? Sorry to rush this along while you're still gathering your feelings, but we need to hear what Michio Shiraishi has to say, now. Right. And so, after considering what to do, it's true that Michio's consciousness is mixed with yours, but if I summoned her ghost, maybe they'll be able to establish some communication. Oh, I understand. It's a spirit board, so you thought you could use the spirit board again. Yep, I have a hunch. I think the spirit we called last time may have actually been Michio herself. Really? You think? And that her spirit has been close to you ever since then. Let's do it. And I think we should. And I want to hear from her. Very well. I have no idea this will work during daytime, but let's give it a try. Are you ready? Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Do you remember how to do it? Place your finger on the 10 yen coin. Right, like this. Good, now do as I do. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Please tell us if you are there. Oh. It's here. Now, is this the spirit of Michio? Yako, would you ask the spirit? Alright. Are you Michio Shiraishi? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, are you the spirit of Michio Shiraishi? Yes. Ah, it said yes! Don't be so sure, some spirits like to play tricks. Can you try asking a question only Michio would know the answer to? A question only Michio would know the answer to? Let's see, then... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. How much did the ribbon I bought Michio cost? $490 yen? 490 yen, that's right. Well, it seems we have the right spirit. Okay, can I have you ask her a question? Okay, what do you want me to ask her? I want you to ask about the location of Fumichika Nejima's hideout and the location of the talisman as well. Okay. Where's Nejima's hideout? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please tell me the location of Fumichika Nejima's hideout. You don't know, huh? Please, terrible things will happen if he isn't captured soon. I'm sure it's painful to try and remember, but you're the only one who can help us, Michio. Please. It moved. This is an address. She's giving us the address. Amazing. Thank you, Michio. Okay, I have the address. Thank you. Alright, Ario, get a move on and check out that address. Yes, sir, I'll contact you to order a simultaneous house search and sweep in the area. I just hope the information's accurate. I know it is. Okay, well, where's the talisman? Okay, oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, do you know where the talisman that you had is? Yes. Okay, she does know. I wonder if we can find a way to narrow it down. I'll try asking. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, did you carry around the talisman with you at all times? Yes. She did carry it with her. Then, did you have it on you when you had your accident? Yes. Huh? She had it with her. But there was nothing resembling a talisman in the articles left behind the scene. So that means someone took it with them and ran off with it before the scene was investigated? But who would do that? This means someone knew Michio had died before the police did. The first person discovered and reported was the caretaker of the apartment building next door. Should we check with them? Let's see. The other possibility I can think of is the perpetrator of the hit and run. But it was a hit and run. Wouldn't they have run away? Might be possible they came back, driven by fear or something else. Even so, they didn't report it and went through her belongings. But only to take the talisman seems hard to believe. Unless they were after the talisman from the very beginning. How likely is that, if the talisman really is so special? Ario mentioned the same thing, but to run someone over just to take it from them? It's possible they just picked up the talisman after hitting her for no particular reason. Either way, if it really was a hit and run, then I hope they get caught. It's possible she remembers something after seeing the picture of the car. Then, shall we try asking? I'll try. Who was responsible for the hit and run? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, do you know who was behind the hit and run? Yes. So she says she knows. That's a relief if she hadn't known. Huh? In order for Michio's spirit to find peace, we need as much detailed information about what happened as possible. We can't send her off to the afterlife if we don't know what happened when she died. This isn't like a forced exorcism. Huh, so that's what it'll take. Alright, I'll try asking. Right. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, who was the one who ran you over? I hope she knows the name. I wonder. N-A-M-I-G-A. K-I... Namagaki? Huh? Namagaki? What? You mean Yutaro Namagaki? You two know him? We talked with him after we left the cafe. He used to be a curse bearer, right? I see, so that's why Yako had the reaction when she saw him. What? Come to think of it, the guy said he wanted to talk about Michio. What? The hell's he planning without his curse stone? He said to be waiting near Ryogoku Bridge. Got it. I'll join you there once we're done. He's the bastard who killed Michio? Yako. This should be enough information. We can release Michio from her suffering now. Let's do it. Alright. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. No, Michio. Thank you. You helped us. You know, I'm so sorry I didn't know about it all. Your family, the kidnapping, Mr. Janucci. I'm so sorry. It must have been so hard. Not that I could understand, but I'm sure it was so hard. I mean, of course you would want revenge. I wanted it too. We've all done things we wish we could take back. But I'm glad that I at least know the truth. Yako. There's so much I wanted to say, but that's enough. Let me just ask you one last thing. Someday, can we hang out again? You mean it? Okay, it's a promise. Have you asked everything you wanted? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to guide Michio's spirit now. Yeah, it's time to say goodbye. Michio, with this, I'll finally be able to free you. Hey, Yako? Yeah? You never accepted the idea that Michio took her own life. I'm glad you never stopped trying to find the truth. Yeah, you're right. Even though I didn't realize just how hard things were for her. Mio? Sorry. It's just Michio. She was taken advantage of by so many adults around her. She put up with so much. I should have tried and talked with her more. I know how you feel. Thanks, Mio. It hurts thinking about all the things I could have done. Why did this have to happen to someone so kind and hardworking? It feels like she was ill-fated to the very end. It's just too cruel. But even then, she didn't even tell me about this stuff. She let herself worry more about revenge than living. I'm mad at her for that. Sure, I should have known something was wrong, but come on. Oh, what was she thinking? Seriously, I mean seriously. Am I really that unreliable? Of course I'd help you get revenge, you idiot. I don't care how you had changed or whatever. I just wanted you to live. Yako. I'll take responsibility for what's been done. But one day, if we meet on the other side, I'm gonna have to give her a good punch. Then I'll tell her she's the real fool's procession or something. Then we'll hang out like always. Sounds fun. Alright, I'm sending her off, okay? Oh, wait. Look, the coin. It moved to no on its own. You're right, when did it do that? It seems like she still has something keeping her here. Yako, do you have any idea what Michio wants? Me? Oh. Please, don't forget me. I think she told me she didn't want me to forget. I see, then. Michio, if you can hear my voice, let your feelings that you won't ever forget her be known. Show it through an action. What? Do something that shows you won't forget. I mean, this is one way to do it, right? I'll see you again. Wild. Thank you. Though I don't really want you to punch me, so live a long life, okay? I'll see you later. Man. First of all, the save is a way to show that we won't forget. Excellent. I love it so much. I love how this game is screwing with us with things like that. But also, so this like, I had like, when I first played this game, I had like inklings that there was something going on with Yako, and it was all pointing towards something. But, you know, I was still surprised, and I guess it was like, oh man, that makes so much sense, when it turns out that she's been possessed by Michio the entire game. If you look back, when, you know, there's nothing from when we are doing the seance, except for the fact that, like, you know, the ghost there basically had us get a curse stone and stuff. Like, that was Michio, not us. But after we leave the high school, after doing the you know, the little spare board thing, and go home, where does Mio find us? Not in our house. We're standing in front of the store, basically just standing there, exhausted, drowsy, and Mio has to be like, hey, hello, you in there? So the reason why is because as soon as we went to sleep, Michio took over, killed Mr. Janucci, killed Iwai. It was a very long night. and came back to our apartment, and then we just kind of stood there for the rest of the night until Mio came by to wake us up. But, you can see, like, aside from the flashes of, like, her knowing about the accident, there's just points where Yako is unaccounted for. And it's a wonderful twist. And I really appreciate that the exorcism is not done at the end of the game. We are not at the end of the game. This was a plot line that was tied up, but there's so much more to do with these characters, and I appreciate that so much. But anyway, next time on Paranormasight, we're going to go over to the bridge and confront Namagaki, who is Michio's murderer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.